Hey, what's up, everybody? Tom Jorgensen here at Comic-Con with the king of Comic-Con himself, Kevin Smith. Kev, how you doing?
A king by default because nobody else is here this year.
Well, you know, we're also here at the Mooby's activation, and can you tell us a little bit about what fans at Comic-Con could expect for the come down here?
This is the second year that we've done it. We're at the Tin Roof Inn here in San Diego, not far from the con proper. Last year we took it over and flipped it into a Mooby's, and this is where we do our live shows at night. So tonight we'll be doing Jay and Silent Bob Get Old right in the space on that stage. Tomorrow night we do Fat Man Beyond, me and Mark Bernardin. And then Saturday night we do Hollywood Babylon with Ralph Garman. So last year it worked out so well here. The good folks at Tin Roof flipped their menu into a Mooby's menu to reflect the fake food that we sold in the movie, but it's real tasty.
But it's real good.
Yeah, man, you can get like a cow tipper, hater tots, stuff like that. So this is kind of our con away from con.
Well, hey, speaking of selling stuff, I hear you got a boat you need to sell me. I hear that I hear you are hitting the high seas next year.
Over this. Yes, I do. Me and Jay are doing a cruise, the very first Jay and Silent Bob's Cruise Askew. It goes out February. I think it's like February 24th to the 26th.
23rd through the 26th.
Even better. It is a 3-day cruise that takes us from Miami to the Bahamas and stuff. We've got Jeff Anderson, Brian Holland, the two Clerks guys, Trevor Furman, who played Elias, Jason Lee, who played Brody in Mallrats, Ethan Suplee, who played Willem Black, but now is Willem Jacked.
Yeah,
like
he's so fit.
Guns in a half. We've got live podcasts going on, fun and games. 3,000 View Askew fans, Jay and Silent Bob fans, Kevin Smith fans, packed onto a boat for like 3 days. We take over the kitchen, so we got a Mooby's there as well. So yeah, man, that's, if you haven't joined up yet, come sail the high seas, pun intended, with me and him. Oh shit, come over here real quick. Say hi.
Uh-oh. Oh, we got an interloper.
The second most famous person.
We got a mutiny going right now. What's
there
up, Jay?
He is.
How you doing, Tom?
So, hi, I was distracted by the new Garbage Pail Kids, Jay and Bob.
That's right.
Snitchy
Pretty sweet.
Boo Jay.
We did an activation, as they say, with the Garbage Pail Kids folks at Tops. So they did an entire set of View Askewniverse Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, it's amazing.
We got new stuff from Roosevelt's here, new shirts and stuff like that. We got a quick stop store, so if you're remotely into Jay and Silly Bob stuff, and at this year's Comic-Con, how can you not be? Nobody else is here but us. Come on down to Mooby's, man. Eat, buy stuff, see a celebrity or two.
Wave, maybe.
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah. It's the con, and then join us for the cruise. You ready for the cruise
I'm
next year?
so excited about the cruise. That's like all I've been waiting about. I've been telling my wife I wake up, I'm like, I can't wait to go to the cruise.
It sounds fun as hell, but before we send people on the cruise, I need to make sure you two are doing your due diligence, bringing all these folks out on a boat. So I want to run through some film-based scenarios that your audience particularly may be a little aware of, and make sure.
Speed 2 cruise control.
Well, that's where we're going to start. Speed 2 cruise control. What happens if this boat becomes unstoppable heading straight for land?
Well, we won't be able to turn to Keanu in that instance since he wasn't in Speed 2 cruise control. We got to hope that Sandra Bullock shows up, or Jason Patrick, because he took Keanu's place in that sequel that not as many folks saw as the bus one. Right. But if that happens, we all just jump ship. That's it. Like, we let the terrorists win. We give them the boat.
Ship? Can you jump off a boat and not like get sucked underneath?
I don't know.
These are questions for gods and kings, and we are but men.
Physics or math. I don't think we will get sucked.
See, I would take a sheet though, and I would tie some string to it, like MacGyver style. Jump up in the air, let the wind take me back, and sail back.
That's good thinking. All right, so
MacGyver is the answer.
We got a Speed 2 plan. Now, what about Jaws?
The Jaws plan is
I throw him to Kevin. I throw Kevin in him. He let the Jaws eat Kevin, and then I swim as fast as I can.
Yes, you don't have to be the fastest swimmer. You just have to be faster than the guy who you're swimming away from, and Jaws will presumably, because a shark isn't like, I'm eating everybody. A shark eats and then moves on.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Now, what if we see Payakan the Tulkun from Avatar: The Way of Water? What if that whale is in distress? Are you stopping this boat to help that whale?
Oh, hands down. First off, there better be enough tissues on the ship, because that's going to get emotional. When you see a whale, even if it's a whale from outer space, that doesn't look like a whale and stuff, you know, as long as the CG is good, and it was pretty good in that movie, it's going to touch our hearts. So that means we're going to have to help them.
Now, Jay, what if we get a Captain Phillips? What if you lead a mutiny and you're the captain now? How are you two going to sort that out?
Look at me. Sure. I'm the captain now.
I mean, it's rather leading to be like, how do you mutiny? He doesn't necessarily have to mutiny me.
I just get a whale, and I punch the whale, so he's hurt, and he's over there, and Kevin was like, I'll save him, and then Kevin runs off to save the whale, and then I take over the ship.
Excellent point.
That's a rock solid plan to me.
Emotional.
How about Waterworld? We find out that as you guys have been at sea, all land has disappeared, and now maritime law is the only law.
So that means we can all gamble whenever we want.
You can do whatever you want.
That means 100% gambling. We pull in any port because there are no more ports. We're still gambling. We're playing blackjack the whole time.
I like it. We blackjack. We play some Call of Duty, Fortnite, and all that.
The land could go away, but if there's enough water that the satellites get affected, we're all screwed.
Now, how about little Pirates of the Caribbean action? We see a Kraken. Any Kraken plans?
If we see a Kraken, we start cracking up. Because we're comedians.
Yes.
Not good ones based on that joke. That's a real dad joke level joke.
Well, you'd be laughing at how screwed you were because no one can really go up against the Kraken.
We'd be going down to Davy Jones' locker giggling the whole way.
All right, last one here then. Jaws the Revenge. The shark from the first couple questions comes back and he's pissed that you hurt the first one.
Kevin's not there now because he's already been eaten.
Of course.
Point, so
Good continuity.
This time it's personal. He's going after Jay.
So now I just
Avenge
throw
me.
Well, first I throw someone else to him, and then when he's eating and he's got a cramp, then I hip Dugan him, and then I spread him apart, and I eat him.
Do you avenge me?
Yeah, because I rip
Make
the
sure
shark in half and I eat him.
As you kill him, make sure he knows that this is for Kev.
He would be so disappointed because he's vegan, but it doesn't matter in this matter.
In this instance, I wouldn't be disappointed. I would find it personally insulting to be eaten by a shark because essentially they just crap you out eventually.
Yeah. Well, I take him out and I eat him, and then I take his turd that he spit out, which is you, and then I mold him into a new Silent Bob, Kevin.
That's true because he doesn't have to talk.
And then I hang out with him all the time.
Hell yeah. And
Silent
get a laser beam on top of there.
Silent turd.
Somehow he makes a Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Well, I've been sold on this cruise. I think you can be quite assured that you will be safe if you go on this thing. That's February 23rd through the 26th.
3 days. What could go wrong?
Kevin Smith, Jay Muse. We got plenty more from Comic-Con. Stick around.